Welcome to Thriver TV, the place to break free from narcissistic abuse with quantum tools and understandings. You may have heard the expression, if you don't go within, you go without. I totally believe in relation to narcissists and everything and anything that we fear, that this expression is the ultimate truth. In today's Thriver TV, I want to talk to you about how to take your power back in absolute ways from within. And I hope that this can inspire you, regardless of what a narcissist tries to do, to know that you can become immune to him or her. You can win the fight against this darkness that has permeated your life. Okay, so before we get started on this video, I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart for supporting the Thriver mission and helping people know it's possible to heal for real from narcissistic abuse. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'd like to remind you to please do so. Okay, so on to the episode. What does immunity mean? It means protection or an exemption from something, which means not having to experience this thing anymore or even at all. How do we become immune to something? The obvious answer is to have a powerful immunity. My total belief is immunity comes from within, as the activation of our own already encoded wisdom, power, freedom, and health. It's our divine right to live as the highest expression of ourselves, regardless of outside threats. If we truly are a part of the oneness and all of creation, a child of God, source, or whatever your belief in a higher power or consciousness is, then it would be ridiculous to assume that we don't have this ability or right. In fact, to declare that we don't means resigning to accepting ourselves as lesser beings. This is the ultimate act of handing your power away. When you feel like a lesser being, you struggle to have faith and belief in yourself or your own rights, health, and value. This is a perfect situation for the narcissist to latch onto you and infiltrate your soul and life. Then he or she can feed off your energy and resources for their own self-serving agendas. This is a state of not having immunity. Okay, let's talk about looking for external immunity. When stuck in the powerlessness of narcissistic abuse, we often try to get somebody else to offer us our immunity or protection. But does this work? In my own life and that of so many others, the experience was of people in our lives not being able to help us. Maybe they didn't even believe in our cries for help, let alone believe that they should support us. Additionally, what is common is authorities not holding the narcissist accountable and even laws being non-existent to protect us. Of course, this can lead you to feel victimized, unsupported, and incapable on your own when trying to stand up to, break away from, and get emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually free from this person who is destroying your life. I want to talk about this concept, bargaining with the devil. If you haven't as yet become immune to a narcissist within your own being, then you may believe your only option is to try to get this person to play nice or change. Maybe you're struggling to get past the heartbreak if you leave. Or this person may have threatened you and you know that they're going to be hostile and unreasonable if you try to leave. Maybe you don't know how it will be possible to survive on your own if you leave. I used to feel exactly the same way with all of these things and so many more, which I know so many of you have faced as well. In this position of helplessness, you may think handing over to the narcissist what he or she wants can keep you safe and you can continue to exist. But it's a bottomless pit. It never stops. This person will never be appeased and will never stop sucking your soul and life dry. There's never a point where the payoff to you is love, health, or safety, ever, truly, ever. Finally, so many of us realize this and directly experience trying to make a deal that equaled selling your soul. Okay, the person behind the curtain. So important to understand this. An astounding phenomenon begins to take place when you start to take your power back. When you turn within to take the radical responsibility to heal and shore up every fear, gap, and insecurity that you've ever had about yourself in your life, which is all the stuff the narcissist is trying to bring to light and trigger within you. Sorry, where the narcissist is bringing to light, not trying to, they're just doing it. Then this person who is hurting, manipulating, and mining you for their own agenda starts to lose power when you understand what's being triggered off within you. Many of us now know the following. Narcissists need your fear and pain to exist in your experience. When you cut that off and you go inside to the fear and pain and heal it up for yourself, then the narcissist can no longer use your negative and traumatized energy against you. They can't use your fear against you. You discover that this person doesn't have their own energy force. They're not powerful. They are like a parasitical virus who needs your lack of immunity, your fear and wounds, to be able to get their hooks into you and to start messing with you. This is exactly what this infection known as narcissistic abuse is all about. If you are dedicated to your well-being, your emotional detoxing and up-leveling, which is exactly what the NARP program process is, and you have given up the victim model of trying to make other people and situations responsible for your life, then you're in the driver's seat. Now you've taken your power back. Okay, so how to be immunity. The number one thing regarding being immune to a narcissist is to do the deep inner work on your wounds so that you're no longer triggered. Then you will show up as clear and calm and powerful within the storm. This helps you to start emerging as honoring and knowing who you are. Your truth and values will start to feel real for you and anchored in as your body truths. You will stop buying into the fear of them trying to get you to hand over your power. And most definitely, you are now breaking free of the belief that this person is your source and that you need them to solve your problems and supply your life for you. Remember, you are an incredible creator who is capable of incredible love, power, and truth as you are. Now you have unlocked the truth to life, that life is always granting you more of what the composition of your inner being is being. As such, your greatest mission is to emotionally create and claim who you really are. Then you can detach and simply state and walk facts and truth and keep releasing all and any of the fears that arise for you. Then without even needing to know outcomes or have a looking glass, you just live it. Then the alchemy of life around you starts forming to support and confirm exactly this truth. So, the conclusion of narcissistic community. My Thriver way to heal takes a stand for true narcissistic community. And this goes way beyond just being mere survivors. Rather, it catapults you into personal expansion as a result of cleaning up all of the internal fear, pain, and insecurities that we have all carried, that we're assigning other people as our source, causing us to hand our power away to people who can hurt us. We are all now in a time of grand awakening, of taking our power back from outside parasitical forces of many descriptions. If you take a stand for your grand awakening, then I'd love you to write, "I declare my narcissistic immunity," in the comments below. So pause this video and write, "I declare my narcissistic immunity." And if you know it's time to shore up all of your fear and pain and get powerful in your own body, then come with me and check out my free webinar to learn how to do this. I can't wait to show you how this is possible. And you can do that by clicking the link at the top right of this video. And as always, I look forward to answering your comments and your questions below. So you know what to do. Keep smiling, keep healing, and keep thriving, because there is nothing else to do. Lots of love. Bye-bye.